we did not have jobs, we did not have what. But I beg to differ. We were educated to work. We were not educated to start up stuff. So the fact that you finished school as a chemical engineer, all you knew how to do was to write a CV. I hereby look for a job as a what? You never thought that as a chemical engineer, you could go back to the village, find out some active ingredients in Mhlonyana, and come up with your own thing for flu and what, and package it and sell. You are an engineer, for crying out loud. You should be able to convert purple juice into proper juice and put it on the shelves. You should be able to start using your chemical engineering knowledge in creating brands. No, instead, how beautiful is your CV? I work under pressure. I'm a team player. I have good attitude, and etc. So the whole country of graduates was walking the streets looking for employment, and employment was saturated. I'm hoping actually to begin to see more of the local products coming into the space. When you walk up into the supermarkets now, it's nice to see made in Honde Valley, made in Chipinge, made in Mtare, made 60% of our shelves right now are full of local products. Even some of the juices that we're coming up with. Baobab, baobabs, the baobab fruits, they've powdered that now into a beautiful yogurt. Nice. We used to drink that when we were still heading cattle. Nice. Now it's on the shelf. Now this for me is the it factor, where you're now no longer looking for ingredients from France to make a local juice, but you can actually look at your own history and indigenous plants and fruits and convert all those into new beverages, new drinks, new types of clothes, new type of designs, and man, I wish one day maybe let's make it happen. Pick up Bobato yourselves, Lokishi, a nice little team of Zimbabwe, South African-based indigenous business people, and we can actually host you in Zimbabwe, an idea exchange. Because if the amount of activity I see in Maboneng, if that mindset could move into the Zimbabwean space, we could actually be beginning to look at a total new South African, Zimbabwean, SADC movie, clothing, products, activity that begins to inform our own narrative as a generation. Because we cannot be a generation of employees. We need to leave a legacy for our children. And these are legacy projects for me. And maybe we can plan outside of this and say, how can we organize maybe one of the, maybe next year on a youth month, and maybe get a host, get a full plane of South African-based entrepreneurs. And we host you in Zimbabwe to interact with our youth there also and exchange some ideas. These products need to be having distributors in Zim who are also benefiting, and Wolokishi, Bobatu, and because that's how the Nikes and the LSEs and have grown their brands. They're sitting wherever they are sitting, in Germany, in Switzerland, in America, but their products are running everywhere in the world. How do they do that? So I think the local young businessman needs to understand your idea, you have it, you bring it, you grow it up. When do you expand it? As your own business, if you have money. But if you don't have money, how do you package it and you franchise it? Or how do you create a warehouse of distribution and have many distributors and marketeers who are running with your product? And so you need to find a solution around these many products. Because right now I see there's Lieto, there is Batu, there is a D there's Trip. And no doubt, all of them are beautiful. But again, we're starting to see a flooding of one market with one product. So instead of me supporting you, I want to come up with my own. I want to come up with my own. Then we end up again starting pulling each other down, and who is going to and contaminate the environment. So instead of fighting that, Mozambique is open for business. Swaziland is open for business. Namibia is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Zambia, Uganda, and etc. So we need to find how do we now begin to package these brands from where they've been created to where they can be consumed, appreciated, and then we have the economy in our hands. We can begin to see the other foreign products in terms of the imports going down as new products are beginning to eat into the market. We don't need to chase away the white man. We just starve him. We just stop buying from him and we start buying from our own. And we don't have to tell the company to say, please, it's time up now. You can go back home. We can put on our own shoes. We can put on our own clothes. We can eat our own food. I can't wait for a day when I'll have a Zulu breakfast in an African hotel, and the English breakfast will be out through the window. I can't wait. I can't wait. In the whole of Africa, English breakfast, continental. What rubbish is that? So we're looking at moments where we are beginning to eat into these industries in all fraternities, and we own our economy so that we can determine our own future.